Averland, the southernmost state of the empire. As you can tell from its state flag, unlike most other states of the empire, which are covered with thick forests, fog, and mountains, Averland is made up of plains where the sun doesn't set for most of the day, and it protects the state from the vampires. There isn't much to talk about the state of Averland itself, except for the pottery clay pits, the grand cattle market, and some towns. The rest of the landscape is just farmlands and ranches, making Averland the biggest food supplier of the empire. What you can see here is just farmlands and farmers chewing some random straw or grass or wheat or whatever that is. Because Averland is like this, some arrogant Reichlanders joke that an Averlanter can't tell the difference between his woman and a cattle.
That's it, Betsy. I'm done with you. Want a fucking divorce. So I called the lawyers. Officers, this is my wife, Betsy. Whenever my wife gives me breakfast, she always kicks the fish. What the fuck, but what is wrong with you? I believe that this is a dawn of the domestic violence. And what about Chaka, our son? I'm the only one who feeds your son. I work hard all day to feed you. What do you mean that I didn't love you enough, Betsy? I'm sorry, honey. I love you.
For some unknown reason, new variants of beastmen occasionally appear in Averland, but nobody knows the truth. But this doesn't mean that Averland only has farms and ranches. There's a capital city of Averland, Averheim, which is smaller than the smallest town in Reichland, but it's the only city in Averland that can be seen from anywhere in the province because it has the only tall buildings in the state. Inside the city there's not much, no notable facilities at all. But even without the entertainment facilities, the people are always entertained. Marius Leitdorf, known most infamously as the Mad Count of Averland. With his eccentric and flamboyant nature, he identifies himself as a unicorn and wanders around the streets screaming all day. Clowns, jesters, circuses has no place here as long as Marius is here. However, the people of Averland genuinely believe that he's the chosen one to pick the Averland runefang, because the name of it is the Mother's Ruin. And that's how Marius's mother feels whenever she sees his son. Marius only acts calm and listens to his truest advisor, Daisy Kurt Helbring II, which was obviously named after Reichsmarschall Kurt Helborg, who was sent to Averland by Emperor Karl Franz because he was concerned about the empire's most important border, the Black Fire Pass, the trade route to the southern realms and to Karaz Angkor, but also the major invasion route for the orcs. But the orc invasion is not the biggest threat. The biggest threat comes from the border prince's hundreds of dukedoms, where pirates, outcasts, bandits, criminals, necromancers, and many other dangerous individuals rule. Orcs are easy to identify and defend against. But if it's a dangerous human who sneaked into the empire, it's hard to defend.
Unauthorized
There is
trespassers
a
from the
border
border
patrol,
princes
which is
trying
one
to
of the
cross the
largest armies of the
border.
empire.
Beyond
But the danger still
imagining.
remains. So Karl Franz sent Helborg to give Marius advice, but Marius responded, which means you have a poor mustache, an even worse dental hygiene, and a horrible sense of humor to rival a troll in Reichspiel, and named his steed Kurt Helbering II. He never listened to Kurt Helborg, but always listens the advisors of Kurt Helbering II. After this incident, Karl Franz sent Ludwig Schwarzhelm, champion of the emperor.
If you do that again, I'm gonna punch you. I'm not kidding. I warned you. I said I was gonna do that if you did that again.
After Ludwig's miraculous physical treatments, Marius cured his mental illness while Ludwig was present, and listened and spoke carefully to the emperor's words. Averland, an agricultural state where kind and humble people who love animals so much live. With an elector count who is mad, but a great source of entertainment, and who became loyal to the empire after physical treatments. Of course, there are problems like illegal immigrants from the border princes, orc invasions, and new species of beastmen. But it is still an overwhelmingly better state than Stirland. Now come, follow me. Enter and experience the old world with the Old World Geographic. Like and subscribe for more Old World Geographic.